time for the Harvest Moon Hootnanny. I have in the studio with me for our In the Kitchen segment, Jennifer Kimball, the marketing manager over at Homestead, and Chef Roe'e Levy over at Homestead. How are you guys this morning?
Great, thank
Great.
you.
Good. I am so pleased to have you here. And Joe and I have been smiling all morning since you started setting up when we took a look at these desserts down over here that we're going to be trying here in just a moment. But first up, what are we going to be making here this morning?
We're going to make a pickled pumpkin with pinto bean salad.
I'm excited. Very cool. This kind of goes into the whole theme of what you have going on with Harvest Moon Hootnanny. So before we get into that, describe for us, what is this event all about, Jennifer?
Well, this event, obviously Harvest Moon Hootnanny, implies that it's a backwoods bash, which it absolutely is. Has kind of an Appalachian backwoods feel. We have Blue Ridge inspired food, amazing live music by Brown Chicken Brown Cow. They're actually touring nationally right now. They're going to be in town for one day, so that's going to be great.
And they've been here in studio. We're going to share a segment of them after this segment.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then authentic adult beverages in our mason jar glasses, including
See
our
that?
cherry moonshine
I love it.
Which
This is awesome.
going to be really fun. So we'll have fire pits, and just the whole ambiance is going to be just a really fun backwoods Appalachian style fall party. So
And this is over at Homestead.
over at Homestead this Saturday, September 21st, from 4 p.m. till 8 p.m.
Very cool. We're going to go more into the details of the food and all the fun stuff you guys have going on. So what are the first steps in putting this recipe together?
First step, you pick a small pumpkin.
All right. And how do you cut a pumpkin? I've never done this before.
First of all, you want to have a small pumpkin or sugar pumpkin or pie pumpkin in order to prevent any stringy that you'll get from a
you
big
don't want
pumpkin.
that. Okay.
How you cut a pumpkin? You leave the top on so you can hold it, and you cut. It's about half an inch
I know. That's why he's doing this stuff.
off the back, and you just start peeling it slowly with your knife.
I think you'd have to have a really good knife to make this work well, right?
Well,
Maybe?
yeah.
Or maybe it's just talent. Raw
You
talent.
should have a
That's
really
what
good
you're
knife
doing.
anyway, you know.
You should. That is right. So you're getting rid of those peels, and then you want everything on the inside.
Well,
Is that right?
we're gonna cure the inside as well, but it's
Okay.
much easier to take the peel off when the pumpkin is intact, just like peeling a watermelon or.
Oh, okay. I don't peel a watermelon like that, but I think that's the way to
Yeah,
go.
I
Do
don't
you?
either. No.
Yeah, I never
I
knew
do
that.
like
I
I've
always
learned
do.
something
Smile
this
and
morning.
stick it out.
Yeah.
All right.
We've gotten all that off.
Got all that off. We take a handle off. And just with a spoon, you scoop it out.
Well, that's easy.
You can save the seeds for next year pumpkins, or you
Or
can
roast
save the
them.
seed and roast them and enjoy it with a little adult beverages or something.
Very good. Awesome. So you slice all those up, and this is actually the finished product, what you end up having after, right?
Yes.
Right there. About how much pumpkin do you need for this recipe?
This recipe based on one small pumpkin, just like that.
Okay, so about that size.
About
Great.
half a large mason jar.
Excellent. So we have our pumpkin. What's next?
What's next? We're gonna take some water,
Okay.
boil it up. I hope we'll have some sizzling.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
We got some. About how much water do you need? Does it matter?
Equal amount to the vinegar.
Okay.
Now the vinegar is really up to you. You can use any vinegar, and that will basically determine the flavors of your pickled pumpkin. I like to put vinegar in when the water is boiling. It's going to be here in a
Just little
second.
bit. Very cool. While we're waiting for that to boil, in terms of you guys putting this event together, is this, remind our audience, is this your first time, or how long has it been going on?
This is our first annual
Yes, which is
Hootnanny.
what's so cool about it.
Yes. And the menu, I don't know, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, it's an all Blue Ridge Mountain inspired menu. So this is one of the items that will be served, but we'll also have catfish, cheerwine chicken, the desserts, which we'll get to here in a minute, which include homemade moon pies. It's all you can eat, but it's all Blue Ridge inspired.
I know
So.
Joe, my co-host, is particularly excited about the adult beverages.
Yes.
Give us an idea of kind of the lineup that we have there for the Harvest Moon food.
For the beverages?
Yes.
Yes, well, we'll have a full service available, but our signature adult beverages that are sold in this awesome mason jar glass will include the cherry moonshine hoot, which is obviously a very fun aspect for this event. We have a vodka, lemonade, and iced tea, and a woodshed runner, which is a rum runner type drink. So,
Awesome. Such an
gonna be
exciting
fun.
event. That's
Yeah.
so great. What are you most looking forward to with this?
you know, I think the food, obviously, and Brown Chicken Brown Cow, I can't say enough about how awesome they are.
They're a
and I know we'll
perfect
get
fit
to them.
for this
I know.
event.
And it's amazing that they're going to be here for literally one day. They're touring nationally right now, and we got them for that one day, so they're on their way in right now, and it's just a perfect event. It's going to be It's super unique, but it's also great for fall. It's a great way to celebrate fall. You know, between the fire pits and the music and the food and the drinks, it's just going to be a really, really, really fun event.
Perfect, very good. We're coming up after this quick break. We're actually going to share through the rest of the recipe, talk about the desserts and everything else going on for the Harvest Moon Hootnanny this weekend. We'll be right back here in just a moment. You're back on the Mountain Morning Show. All right, well, the first step to creating our dish here, it's gotten to be boiling. Remind us of what we're making again for those who are just tuning in.
We're making pickled pumpkin and pinto bean salad.
Awesome. Well, what's the next step?
What's the next? We take the sugar. Now I have about half a cup of sugar in here. I'm not going to put it all. Probably going to put about this much.
This much. And you just know that because you're a chef and you automatically can just sense how much you need. I'm still working on that.
I never do that, right?
I know, right? Like you have to give me a bounce.
Note the colors. That's why I like to use this kind of sugar.
What kind of
It's
sugar is that?
unfiltered. It's raw sugar.
Raw sugar. Okay.
And it's going to add some kind of goldiness to the finished product.
Great.
You want to melt the sugar. You want to put some salt.
Should I do that? How much?
No, salt we never pour in.
Okay.
3 fingers.
He's like, no, not working. 3, is that all?
3 fingers.
Okay, you can finish
3
it.
times.
Oh, okay.
Done. Then we're going to do some pepper and put our seasoning.
Okay.
Smell it.
Oh, that
Here
smells
we have
just like fall.
cayenne pepper, paprika, allspice, and a little bit of clove. You don't want to go too much with the clove, just because it's very strong.
Is it important to layer these ingredients the way you are?
Nope.
Or does it matter?
I'd put the sugar in first. Well, it is actually. I'd put the sugar in first because it needs to melt. Same with the salt. Garlic.
I was gonna, sorry, smell
You
that?
want to smell it?
That's garlic. Just making sure.
There we go.
And does that depend on how much garlic you want? I mean, can you adjust that depending on, because I know some folks really love the garlic taste, others not as much.
The ones that doesn't like the garlic taste probably had a bad experience.
No,
eating it.
okay. So
You
take
don't
his
wanna,
word for it. You'll like it in this.
You don't want to overpower the garlic, but you always want to cook it. I like it raw, but not in this recipe. Now the water are boiling. We're going to pour 2 cups of, in this case, apple cider
Is that
vinegar.
all 2 cups? The whole
Yes,
thing? Okay,
that's 2
just
cups
making
of
sure.
apple cider
Like
vinegar.
Jennifer said, we're not very good at looking at it with her.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
And perfect. And we're going to let that simmer, and we can add the entire batch
All of this?
pumpkin. Yes.
Okay. That's going in. Don't spill. Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm doing good.
I think I put everything
You make
in,
this at home this
but
So stir.
let me reach over. Let's put a little bit of love in there.
So how long does this need to simmer for or cook for?
And not too long. I'd cook it for about 4 minutes if you're gonna jar it and can it, basically. In this case, we're gonna cook it for 15 minutes, get it off the heat, cool it down, and mix it with the salad.
Do you need this to cook for 15 minutes right now?
Sure.
Oh, because I don't know if we have 15 minutes.
Well, I have it ready.
Well, that's why we have that. That's what I was wondering. Cool. So after this has been cooking for 15 minutes, so I guess we'll have, at the end of the show, we'll have this ready. But
Yes.
for now, with TV magic, we have it ready already.
Should we move on or talk about dessert
Yeah,
now?
well, while we're waiting for this to cook a little bit more, you have these desserts here, and if Joe's around and if he's within the sound of my voice, come out, because we're going to try some desserts. Tell me about what you've got here. These are pretty great.
Right. In the front, we have a Georgia peach hand pie
Right
made
there.
with Utah peach, local Utah
Oh.
peach. It's a season, and there's no reason to use anything else.
Yummy.
Right behind it, we have my favorite recipe of red velvet cake, cupcakes.
So good.
And right behind it,
These are special.
this is something I
I'm going to try this so you guys
just
can see.
learned about a few weeks ago when we started
new to you.
preparing. It's new to me.
Awesome.
That's our moon pie. And it's
Amazing.
made out of beautiful cookies, which is basically a whoopie pie.
Oh, looks good. I want to
filled-
try one of those.
Filled with marshmallow cream.
All right.
Made from scratch.
Looks delicious. Oh man. So these have no calories, right?
No, it's
Okay,
actually
I'm glad to
the
know that.
calorie, yeah, it's just an empty calorie. So there's no calorie.
That is yummy. I'll finish that off screen so you guys don't have to watch me bite through that. Those are so good. Oh, delicious. So you're going to have that as well as some really other great items, right?
Absolutely, yeah. With the whole menu, like I said earlier, it's all you can eat. So we have all the whole menu is listed on our website. But we have, and Roe'e can help me here if I miss something. But we have catfish, of course, because it's a backwoods Appalachian
Absolutely.
event. So
Gotta have that.
Gotta have catfish. We have cheerwine chicken, beaten biscuits. she crab
crab
soup,
soup.
which is
What's that?
authentic to the
She
Blue Ridge
crab
Mountains.
is it's basically a bisque made out of the crab roe, and
Delicious.
it's I think it's the best soup to add. It's opening of the fall. It's delicious. A little seafood action going on. It's going to be fabulous.
Very good. Well, Joe just came on. Joe, I've tried the moon pies. So you need to try the peach one
I can
or the
do
red
that.
velvet. Which one do you
velvet.
want?
I know.
It's a hard choice,
I
I
know. What
know.
red velvet tastes like, so go with that right there.
Pretty good. Utah peaches are in that. Pretty good.
It's incredible.
Joe and I love breakfast here on the Mountain Morning Show because we always get, great
very
shows like
good.
you and to give us
Mwah.
completely healthy things
Hey,
like
babe.
dessert. Very good. So after this has been going for about 15 minutes.
Yes.
So we'll say we're done now. What's the next step?
Next step is take your pinto beans that you either soaked overnight, cooked all day, or just bought a can.
Okay.
There's really good cans, organic and fresh. We're going to take some parsley, fresh picked.
I'm going to move this out
It's
so we
a
can see
season.
what's going on.
We're going to chop just a little bit of parsley and just a little bit of mint. If you'd pass me the mint from right there,
Which one's the mint?
the good one.
Is that right?
Yes.
Joe knew, right?
Yep.
Good job.
You don't want to go too strong with the mint because then it will taste like mint. We just want to make a hint. Mint you slice, you don't chop. If you chop the mint, bad news.
Bad news. Just a little bit of that.
Just a little bit of that. I'm going to put that in.
So what's your favorite dish out of all the Hootnanny foods that you guys are going to have going on this weekend?
My favorite dish is probably the chili wine chicken, just because by making it, the chicken is going to be in marinade tomorrow. The barbecue sauce is ready. We got some chili wine. You know what chili wine is?
I don't.
I had no clue before too.
Oh, okay, good. I feel
Chili
better
wine
now.
is basically a brand out of North Carolina or of Charleston. Is that South Carolina? It's somewhere over there. And it's a cherry coke, basically.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Now I've
Since
learned
I did not
something.
want
Yep.
to use all the corn syrup and all the other good stuff that they put in soda, I made my own interpretation and it came out
It's pretty good.
really good.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's the reason alone to go to the Hootnanny. Sounds
I
great.
liked it. And then we just marinate the chicken in it and we
Okay.
grill it over charcoal, wood, and serve it.
So a little bit of cherry
Sounds
flavor to it
delicious.
then?
A little bit of cherry flavor, lots of
terrific.
sweetness, molasses, sugars,
Oh,
honey,
yeah.
the way barbecue should
That
be.
sounds all southern
Oh,
right
Yeah.
well,
we
Joe's
go.
almost
Yeah.
done with his.
there. Oh, I'm going
Right.
to finish this. Yeah.
He's gonna move on to the next one.
Hey, I love southern food. I don't think there's anything better.
Yeah.
Me too, man. And all right, so moving on. We got some olive oil,
Okay. How much?
just a dash,
Just a dash?
just another one.
Is that a dash?
That's just a little bit one more.
Okay. One more.
Perfect.
Okay.
And we have some fresh lemon right there.
Fresh lemon.
Yes. And we're gonna slice the lemon.
I'll let you slice this.
I will.
I might have a problem. What's that?
And we're
very
gonna
sharp.
squeeze half of it in. Let me just get the seeds out. And you can squeeze it in.
Okay. What's the best way to squeeze this? I have contacts. I don't want to get in my eye.
The best
It's
way to
happened
squeeze the
before.
lemon is, I washed my hands, they're clean,
Okay, we'll let you do that then.
and you just squeeze
Oh,
it
so
over
you
your
squeeze it
fingers.
into your fingers.
and
Okay, I
let
never
it-
thought of that.
Let it run in.
And that way you catch some of the extra seeds.
Yes.
There you
And we're
go.
gonna Put that right here.
All right.
That's it. Salt, pepper.
A little bit more.
In
Now that
here.
I know how to do the salt.
I'll do the pepper.
Okay. More?
That's just a little bit more.
Okay, a little bit more.
Perfect. Some
Okay.
green onion. And we're going to toss that.
Man.
Do you need this yet?
Yes,
Coming up?
you can open
Okay.
it. And maybe the few leaves over there of
Yep.
purple kale.
There's your kale.
That smells good.
Gonna put the kale right here.
All right.
What
Joe, you
is-
got the forks ready?
You
They're
betcha.
over there.
All right, we're gonna
Ready to
take
eat.
a little bit of this, put it on the plate.
And then how much of the pumpkin?
How much do you want?
A lot, I guess.
It's
I
fall
like
after
pumpkin.
all.
Can I taste it? Are you
Yeah,
going to feed it to
try
me?
one.
Okay. That's pretty good. There you go,
All right,
Joe.
You betcha.
I bet you can make a pie with that
Oh.
too.
That's pretty good.
Does that fall in a
I love
Nice.
it.
in a bite?
Holy
Isn't that
Toledo.
amazing?
This
These
is
are like
unreal.
chips.
It's a pumpkin.
Who
That
would have
is
known
the
that could
best.
taste that good?
I've never had pumpkin I like better than this.
I'm with you.
Seriously,
take
I don't
a
like
full
pumpkin
present.
pie much at all.
But now you
This is
might like it.
incredible. Oh my
That's pretty good stuff.
Every time you don't like something in food, think why you don't like it, and then you like it.
Yeah.
Or have him make
After
it
you
for you.
after you eliminate why you
Things I
don't like it.
Yeah, you know what I didn't like before? The texture and a little bit of is a little bland. That is not bland.
That's because
That's
you ate
really
probably
good.
a 60-pound pumpkin.
Probably true.
So the smaller pumpkins have more taste?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know.
Most fruit, isn't that true? Most fruits and vegetables, the smaller you get,
Oh,
typically
yeah.
better. They're going to be better.
Well, while he's dishing up the rest of that, remind us one more time. We have about a minute left.
Yes.
The dates and times for the Harvest Moon Hootnanny happening this
Sat-
Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday, September 21st, Homestead Resort, 4 to 8. Tickets are available right now on our Facebook page or on our website, which is Facebook Homestead Resort UT, or on our webpage at homesteadresort.com. And we obviously want everybody to come and enjoy, so get your tickets early. And it's going to be backwoods, Appalachian party that has, we have a Blue Ridge Mountain inspired food, music by Brown Chicken Brown Cow, authentic adult beverages including moonshine, and good time for all. Like I said, our fire pits are going to be out.
Right.
We're going to have the barbecue going. We'll have pumpkins and corn stalk, and it's just going to be really, really
A
fun
great way
to
to usher
celebrate
in the fall season. It's going to
The
be
leaves are gorgeous
wonderful.
up there.
Can I try some now? Sure. With the pinto beans? Very good. Well, thanks so much. You guys remind us of your website one more time.
Homesteadresort.com or Facebook. Our Facebook page is Homestead Resort UT.
I'll finish up, guys. Thanks so much for being
Thank
here.
you so much for
This
having
is
us.
awesome.
Thank
We
you.
are- I love Southern food, so we love having you guys here
Excellent.
to celebrate that and celebrate fall.
Yep.
Over at
Yeah.
I
Homestead.
hope to see you all there.
All right.
right.
Well, there's more coming up on the Mountain Morning Show. I just met an old kitty out there named Hobbs.
A kitty.
Looks just like, well, a cat. Looks just like Calvin and Hobbes.
I'm excited.
Oh.
So that's coming up right after this. We'll be right back.
Thanks, guys.